sailing up this end of the river has sort of changed a little bit in the last 10 years or 15 years because they built the barrier, and it does restrict things a little bit. I must admit, like everybody else, we sort of were a bit worried about it to start off with, but I think I must most of the time when I'm on the river now I row, so it doesn't really worry me too much. But it's obviously saved Wivenhoe and Rowhedge from getting flooded once or twice. They haven't, oddly enough, since the barrier has been built. In fact, in the last 20 years, there haven't been so many high tides as there were 30 or 40 years ago. Despite all these threats of, well, scaremongering, I think it is, about rising sea levels, I don't think you'll find that it's risen noticeably in the last 40 years. Mm-hmm. We have a summer house down at Mersea with a gate which is in exactly the same place as it was 60 years ago, and in fact the tide comes up to the gate less now than it did 40 years ago. We always had seaweed in our front garden in the springtime when we went down there, but I haven't seen seaweed in there for quite a few years.